Good morning. My name is T.Lany, and me and my partner S.Anderson wrote this QEP report. Description of the problem. A person moves into a new home with their family and must now protect their belongings from online intrusions. There are several things which can make securing the home's online security more difficult. Potential problems. First, we have malware. This is software specifically designed to damage a person's device. You can get malware by opening spam emails and accessing hacked websites. You can prevent malware by not opening spam emails and installing antivirus software. Number two, identity theft. This is where a person uses another person's personal information to commit fraud. You can run into this problem by losing your social security number card. You can prevent identity theft by safeguarding your SSN card and using strong passwords. Number three, phishing. This is the practice of sending fraudulent emails with the hopes of securing personal information. You can run into this problem by giving your password information to unknown sites. This problem can be prevented by only using trusted sites and avoiding spam. Number four, domain name server hijacking. This can be a very common problem to run into if you have an unsecure network. This is where malicious content is imported onto a person's device after said device was redirected to a malicious site. You can mitigate its effects by using updated software security and patching security issues as they appear. Finally, number five, ransomware. This is software that infects your device and displays messages demanding a fee be paid. Ransomware is very common to come across when accessing phishing emails which contain attached viruses. You can prevent this by using antivirus software and not providing personal info to unknown entities. These risks will ultimately affect all of the inhabitants of the new house in some way. Solutions. The following are solutions that we came up with to address the previous potential problems. Number one, changing the router name makes it much harder for outside people to gain access to personal information of a household. Two, installing an antivirus software. This system will actively seek to detect and defend against all manner of viruses. Number three, password confidentiality. This is keeping the content of your device's passwords hidden and unknown. Four, anti-malware software. This software blocks sites with malware and also repairs damage done to devices by malware. 5. Login credentials. This is where a user will manually input all passwords rather than rely on automatic logins. 6. Implementing a firewall. This software will seek to create a barrier between a person's private information and the outside world. Pros and cons of installing antivirus software. Pros: virus protection and detection of viruses. Cons: security holes and frequent advertisements. Pros and cons of implementing a firewall. Pros: protection of devices against Trojans, and on average is pretty easy to install. Cons: cannot protect against attacks from the inside and can't distinguish between good and bad packets. Pros and cons of changing router name. Pros: harder on online intrusions and less likely to have personal data stolen. Cons: may be more difficult for devices to join network, and all devices already joined to network will be disconnected after change. Pros and cons of using anti-malware software. Pros: cost effective and defends against malicious attacks. Cons: no complete protection and system slowdown is to be expected. Pros and cons of manual logins. More likely to notice changes in password and less likely to have login breaches. Cons: a user may forget a specific password and a hacker could unlock more private data if password is used more than once. Security criteria. Under our system, we offer numerous steps which will ensure that a person's privacy is maintained. 2. Detection. This is an important part of our solution because it ensures that a user is aware of all potential attacks. 3. Defense. This is the overall protection of a system against outside forces. 4. Boundary protection. This is the monitoring and control of all communications relating to a device. 5. Authentication management. This is the system that controls the device's overall security by way of a password. Out of all of the solutions that we presented today, we chose installing antivirus software as our main solution. The reason we chose this solution over the other solutions is compared to each other, antivirus software alleviates the most amount of potential problems. Effectiveness of solution. Antivirus software protects devices from a multitude of fronts. Antivirus software also is very low cost and it is easy to implement across the board. Thank you for watching.